Hi there, it's Nicola here from Pilates for Women. So as requested, a lot of you want the pregnancy class online to be able to follow me and do some extra work at home. So here we are. So what will you need? You will need your ball, you will need a mat, a spiky ball. We sort of use those in the class. If you don't have one of those at home, you can use a tennis ball, they work just as well. And also a TheraBand. But if you don't have a TheraBand, then you can just use a dressing gown cord. So let's get going. Hope you're all well today. Such a beautiful day. So let's stand up, grab your ball, remembering to go onto the floor when you're using this ball, just because the mat's a little bit too squashy. So we're going to go onto the floor and release our feet. So nice and deliberate movements through the foot, opening your feet, and nice, sort of all that tension that you're holding through your body and the extra weight all falls into the feet. So let's nicely open those feet. So nice and rolling. And when you find that sore spot, remember to hold into it, breathe it through, imagining your foot releasing just a little bit more. So we're going to carry on to the next foot, doing the same thing. And obviously you can take your time, press pause on the video, and take your time if your feet are feeling extra sore today. I've certainly got one foot tighter than the other today. And then once you've finished your feet, we'll go down to the floor. So we're going to release our glutes, so getting the ball, and if you've got the tennis ball, it works just as well, maybe not as sore. Let's roll through the glutes and release that tension through your glutes. So if you're getting to that end part of your trimesters, end stage, coming up towards your due date, just remember to be just a little bit gentle with yourself when you're releasing your glutes, because your pelvis is nice and open and all that relaxing is pulling through the body now, getting ready for that big special day. So we're going to do both sides. It's going to feel a little bit tender, I'm sure. And we go to the other side. I'm on the mat just because of the camera, but I would prefer it if you did it on a harder floor or on a thin piled carpet, just because you need that extra bit of tension just to release that glute. So once you've finished there, we're going to come down to the floor for our lovely book openings. So I'm just going to take the ball and pop it out the way. We're going to lay onto our side. You want to make sure that your heels are in line with your bottom. That really sort of helps to get that good alignment. And then you're going to take your hands behind your head and clasp them like a book opening. If that doesn't feel comfortable, you can have the top hand nice and long. But because we're looking at opening the thoracic spine, your upper spine, you really want to make sure that you're getting into that spot a little bit more. So we're going to keep making sure that those hips are nice and stacked and they stay stacked the whole time. You're going to take a big breath in, and as you exhale, you're going to let yourself come into that lovely opening. And your eye gaze is going to follow your elbow as you let yourself open. You can take a nice big deep breath in. And as you exhale, just hold your baby towards your body a little bit more as we come back to that close. So we're going to do this 4 more times. Take a breath in. Exhale as we nicely open out. Big breath. So you know, any of you that I'm teaching, breathing is the key. We need to open out those ribs. Those ribs will not open, and your thoracic spine will not open while you're not breathing. So I'm probably going a little bit quicker than what you can do. Again, pause the DVD or the video, the clip, and just keep moving. Good. And you can do sort of up to 8 if you want to. Remember, on that last one, when you're out there, stay out there for a little bit. Take a big breath into the sides of these ribs. So breathing in and out, and breathing in and out. Hug your baby in, come all the way back in. So we'll continue that. You can continue that on to the other side. So I'm not going to do that for you. You can carry that one at home. So just pause the clip and do the other side. And you can add 4 to each side, 6 to each side, or 8, depending on how tight you're feeling today and how much you need. So next we need is our TheraBands or dressing gown cord. And you're going to pop yourself sitting on top of the ball. So these clips are really designed for mums that I'm already sort of taking through for classes, so you all know how I teach and what equipment we use, and these should be all very familiar exercises. But for those that haven't joined me for a class before, when you're using a ball, make sure that the ball is correct for your height. So if I'm sitting to the side, you need to make sure that your knees are not higher than your hips. Your hips need to be slightly above your knees. And you need to be able to have your feet flat onto the floor. All right, so with your pelvis, just be comfortable. You don't need to be hip distance apart. You just need to be relaxed. We're going to do a bit of breath work. Again, everyone that knows me knows how passionate I am about breath. So we're going to have the TheraBand or the cord of your dressing gown around, just around your bra strap, around that nice middle part of your back and under your breasts. And we're going to cross it at the front. So it's really just there as a feedback tool. We're not really going to do any big pulling of the band. So I want you to, I'm not going to close my eyes, but I want you to close your eyes, relax your shoulders and your neck, and just feel soft. Feel the length of the back of your neck as if you've got a little tennis ball under your chin, and it gives you that good posture. I want you to sit up, imagine yourself sitting up a little bit taller. So you're not sinking into with the bump, you're reaching away and causing a little bit of space for the baby in your ribs just to have that little bit of extra room. So we're going to take a big breath in, and then on the exhale, let the exhale go. So breathing into that side of that band and all around the back, breathing in. And on the exhale, we're going to let it go. We're going to do as many breaths as you want. You can do up to 8 breathing, so just keep breathing while I'm talking. So breathing in through the nose and then a big exhale. Let that exhale really leave your body. You can make a big sigh. You can make as much noise as you want to from your own home. Everyone always feels a bit embarrassed about breathing, but it's really important that you understand that breath is going to help birth this baby. So each time you breathe, just try and relax that shoulder a little bit more. Get the breath to where the band is. You want to imagine with each exhale, you're breathing all the way down through to your baby and out through your pelvic floor. So you want to be releasing that pelvic floor. You want to feel relaxed on top of the ball, but still feeling mindful of your posture. So one last big breath, breathing in and out. Good work. Let's now go on to doing a little bit of maneuvering. So I like to do a lot of stress release, sort of that nice release, stretch, and then breath. That's really important through all the cycles of the movement that we're doing. So we're going to come down now to doing a nice, what we call kneeling cat with the ball. And you need to be just nice and open through your pelvis, nice and tall through your body again, thinking about that peach under your chin, relaxing the shoulders. We're going to take a big breath in, and as we exhale, we're going to push the ball away. We're going to lengthen out through our tailbones and our sit bones. Now from here, you just want to feel you've got a little bit of sort of drawing of your baby towards your body, just that initial part, and then let your pelvis feel open and the sit bones feeling wide. So opening out through that pelvic floor, through those sit bones. Take a big breath in, and then as you exhale, draw the baby in and then roll up through your tailbone. Start to roll the ball all the way up to your high kneeling position. Now you can keep going with this. I'll do one more with you just to let you sort of have that feeling of knowing what you're doing. You're going to take a big breath in, and then I'm going to leave you to do some more on your own. You're going to exhale as we take the ball away. You're going to reach out through those sit bones, open those sit bones. Feel nice and open through your pelvic floor. Take a big breath in, and then exhale, draw the baby in, curl up through the tailbone, soft through the head, neck and shoulders. You want all the motion to come through that lovely opening of the sit bones. So you can do up to sort of 8s if you want to. Remembering there's a few keys that you're not feeling any tightness through here. Obviously, you're going to be using your arms, which is really important, but you don't want to be feeling like you're overworking in the neck. If you are, just hold into the ball a little bit more. So if you're feeling like you're overstraining, just modify and hold it into here. So on the last one, you've done about 8. You can just come in, bring the ball in, and we're just going to go for a little bit of a nice passive, calm hold, nice openness through the pelvic floor. Remembering that this is a labouring position. You can be here for quite some time. It's a great one for letting your pelvic floor be relaxed and keep it in your mind for your birthing day. So from here you can sort of do some nice rolling from side to side. You can even just sit here and then rock through your pelvis if you're feeling you're sort of going into that next contraction. It's going to really help to release that pelvis and encourage that baby to come down through that birth canal just another little stage. So from here, we're going to come back up onto our ball. Actually, no, we won't. We'll go down onto the floor for this next one. We're going to lay down and we're going to pop our feet up onto the ball and just feel relaxed in your head, neck and shoulders. As you all know, that when we're doing our all our work, we want our jaw and neck to be nice and soft. So feet on top of the ball, we're going to go for a little bit of a lower back relax and stretch and a little bit of a massage. So you're going to circle the ball in a clockwise position. Your feet can be a bit more onto the ball if you want them to. And the idea is that we're releasing that SIJ, your lower bottom of your pelvis, just where the L4, L5, and then it goes into your sacroiliac joint, which a lot of people get tension with at the end of their pregnancy. And then we're going to go in the opposite direction. So, you know, to be honest, ladies, if you want to, and you're feeling like you don't really want to do much exercise today, this is just a really nice way of being able to get some release between day in, day out when you've been standing or sitting all day. So from here, just take the ball out a little bit further, just so that your calf is just on the ball. So we're going to go for some little bridging, but we're going to just do some little release work. So forward and back through your pelvis, just gently, just tipping backward and forward, nice and long through the arms. So we don't want our hands onto the baby, which is a very natural want to do, but we want our neck and shoulders to feel nice and relaxed. So from there, you're going to take a big breath in. We're going to exhale. We're going to come up a little bit more, maybe lifting off through the bottom. You want to have the length through the back of the neck, soft through your tongue and your jaw. Breathing in, exhale, rolling down. Breathing in again, exhale. We're coming up a little bit more this time. Recruiting a little bit more of your glutes, reaching down with your fingertips towards the ball. Take a breath in and then exhale as we come down. So each time we're segmentally rolling up a little bit more and just being mindful that you're nice and soft through your upper body. Breathing in and then exhale as we come down a little bit more. So each time we're going up a little bit more, reaching and lifting, almost imagining your baby drawing up towards the ceiling. Now, if it's feeling uncomfortable, as I always say in the class, just go to where's right for you. Even if you just stick with the tucks and arches, you need to be feeling comfortable. So you've come to do about 8, and on the last one, on the 8th one, just take a big breath in. And then as you exhale, imagining your baby deepening in towards your body and helping you to release your spine. Just like you're getting a massage every time you're coming back down. But you're also recruiting all those lovely leg muscles which we like to work a lot with our pregnancy. So you'll do about 8. Just keep remembering to breathe. You're going to breathe in and you're going to exhale as we come all the way up. When you get to the top, take a big breath in, open out through your shoulders, and then exhale as we roll all the way down. Fantastic. So do 8, and then when you finish there, just take the ball to the side. Remember, we don't sit straight up. Even when you feel you've got to that 20-week worth stage of pregnancy, don't sit up because you can give yourself some damage through your tummy. You're going to roll to the side for your log roll. Take your hand to the floor and then use your arm strength to help lift you up. Great. Let's pop onto the ball. We're going to activate the pelvic floor a little bit more. And I always laugh, and we always have a little chat about it in the classes. There's a great YouTube clip where a lady does labouring where she bounces the whole way through her contractions. Now, feel free to do that if that's right for you. So we're going to do a little bit of bouncing, just a gentle little bit of bouncing, just up and down. So if you are going into labour and you feel like you want to be active but you don't want to stand, this is another really good one to getting you through that next contraction. And you can go from side to side as if you were walking down some steps. So it's like getting that pelvis nice and open and shifting it. And sometimes can encourage the baby just to go further down into the pelvis. So we're not going for great bounces, it's just a gentle bounce. Great stuff. So from here, we're going to come back down onto the floor and we're going to do some arm work. So very, very slowly, we're going to come down, sitting on the floor, to a position that feels comfortable for you. So I've got quite tight hamstrings, so I quite like to just double up my mat. And you can just roll your mat if that works better for you. And have a little bend through the knees if you feel comfortable. But you might just be fine with your legs nice and long and don't even know what I'm talking about. But if you've got tight hamstrings like me, you'll know exactly what I mean. So the ball, we're going to do some work with this ball. If this gets too heavy for you, just grab a smaller ball from home. If you've got children already, just get a little small soccer ball. That works just as well. All right, so from here, position yourself nice and upright. If this leg position doesn't work for you, you can go into a cross-leg position. Just with the pregnancy is that the more that you go through each trimester, you just don't want to end up rolling into the back of your pelvis. So we need to stay upright as much as possible. So nice and length through the back of the neck, arms nice and long. We're going to inhale, and as we exhale, we're going to lift up towards the sky with the ball. Inhale to come back down. We're going to exhale as we come up and to inhale as we come back down. We're going to do 8 of these, so I'm going to do this with you. Good. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Now from here we're going to go from side to side. So I will show you from this direction what I mean. I'm going to take my legs out to the side for this one. So nice and tall, you're going to lift the ball just off the floor. You're going to inhale, and as you exhale, your pelvis stays forward and you're going to rotate round on the exhale. Inhale back to the center, exhale to the side. Inhale back to the center. Exhale to the side. Inhale and a big exhale. So as I'm moving, you'll notice my pelvis is staying forward, my head, neck and shoulders is staying nice and soft, my eye gaze is following the ball, and I'm just working through my breath. So obviously I'm talking, but I'm used to doing this. But when you're pregnant, your breath does get a little restricted because the diaphragm's very squashed. So we're going to get that big breath through to be able to rotate round. So remembering, exhale to rotate, inhale back to the center, exhale to rotate, inhale back to center. Your arms are getting tired now. Exhale to the side and inhale to the center. Well done. Not finished yet. So I'll come back round to the side so you can watch it from the side. Again, going to what leg work or leg positioning is what worked right for you today. So we're going to take it into the air. We're going to come down on the inhale and exhale as we come back up. Inhale as we come down and exhale as we come up. Inhale down, exhale up. We've got 4 more to go. Breathing in, breathing out. So I'm just opening out through my body, imagining I'm painting a big circle as I'm coming around. We've got 2 more to go. Keep going, lengthening. Last one. And then reverse. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Feeling tired, but keep going. Inhale. Exhale. Good work. 4 more. Exhale. 3. Last 2. And last one. Good work. Have a 2-second rest to roll the shoulders. They'll be getting tired. Now, if it's too much for you, as I said, get a smaller ball. Or, maybe skip this part of the video if you're having a really tired day. But try to get the strength, because in a minute, you've got to carry a baby plus a stroller, get a stroller in at the car. This is all good prep for you and functional work to remember. We're trying to get you strong for this postnatal stage. So arms in the air for the last one. I'm going to cross my legs because I feel more comfortable, so you can do the same if you want to. I'm just going to drop the ball behind my head, and then I'm going to exhale as I push it back up to the ceiling. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So as you're doing this, remember, exhale up towards the ceiling, inhale back, and I'm thinking about my breath and holding the baby closer to your body, just utilizing those abdominals just to help make you feel nice and solid through your structure, and getting that lovely breath will help. So all I'm feeling is a burn through my triceps. Last 3, last 2, last 1, and well done. Just stretch it out. So take the ball in front, lengthen it away. It's just a really nice stretch. Obviously you've got the bump there, so if you need to take the legs out to the side, have a nice big stretch there. Allow those arms to have a little rest. You again can take the ball from side to side. And that feels really good through the rib cage, down out through the side of your hip. Good. And remembering when you're doing the breathing and the stretching, just make sure you're combining them rather than holding your breath. And that's a really important point for pregnancy. It's very easy just to hold your breath. I think everybody does that anyway, but so focused on trying to move that you do forget to breathe when you're pregnant. All right, we're going to go on to a little bit more harder work just for a minute, and then we'll come back to some nice breath and stretches again afterwards. So I suggest to you, you just find a nice wall like I've got here behind me, and I'm sure there's somewhere at home that you can do that. Grab your ball. This is the last little bit. You're going to take the ball to behind you so that you've got it in the small of your back. And you need to just make sure that feels comfortable for you. You need to see your feet. So you've got your bump, me see just your feet, and feel comfortable. You don't need to be hip distance apart for this. You just need to feel comfortable. Your pelvis is obviously opening and getting wider. If you're getting any pubic symphysis, as in the middle of your pubic bone is starting to feel sore, don't do this squat unless you see me or have a chat with me or contact me, because we need to modify that. But if you are feeling a little bit, there are other exercises we can do, but you can bring a little bit closer. So I suffer with pubic symphysis the whole way through both of my pregnancies, and I understand the painful part of going through each part of exercising. So I can modify this for you. If you've got that particular condition, I can do a whole new video clip for that as well. So if you have got that a little bit closer together, so we're not causing that bone to feel uncomfortable on that ligament. So if you're not and you feel fine, go a little bit wider. So nice and shoulders nice and relaxed, neck and jaw nice and relaxed, but feeling that length through the back of the neck and tennis ball underneath your chin. So we're going to breathe in as we come down, and then a big exhale as we come back up. So breathing in, exhale up, breathing in, exhale up. We're going to do 8. And once you've done a few of these exercises with me, you know that I like to do 3 sets of up and down and adding to them the whole time. So for you, you want to be focusing on getting a little bit deeper into the squat. And the reason we do this squat prep for you in the classes is because quite often in labouring, you feel like you want to be in that squat position. It feels comfortable and you feel like you can birth a little bit easier or get through each stage of your labour a little bit easier. Let's do 3 more. Breathing in, exhale up, inhale down, exhale up. Last one, coming down, holding it there halfway. Now this is endurance work. We're going to just hold it here and we're going to breathe. So a big breath in and out. Breathing in and out. And it's burning. And you've got to keep thinking that that breath is going to help you. It's in teaching you how to work with endurance. It's teaching you that when you're in that contraction, you can't stop it. So you need to be able to breathe it through. Let's do 3 more. Breathe in and out. And breathe in and out. And last one. Breathe in and out. And then slowly come up. Just hold the ball. Give your little legs a little shake. Let's go down for the second set. So this time, if you can, come up onto your tiptoes, and you can use your arms if you want to do a little bit more work through that, through just a little bit more dynamic work. We're going to breathe in and exhale. Breathe in and exhale. 7, 6, breathing in, out, breathing in, 4, breathing in, 3, 2, and last one. Come all the way up, come halfway down, still staying with those heels lifted. We're going to go for a little bounce for 10, 9, 8, breathing, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay down there and up. Hold the ball, shake it out. Last set. So if you don't want to do the heel lift, that's okay. But I do want you to challenge yourself a little bit. And I always say that through the class. This is good prep for you for after you've had your baby. Last set, you can choose to lift your heels if you want to or keep them flat. I'm going to go for a heel lift. So I'm going to breathe in. I'm going to exhale, come up. Breathing in. 7, staying strong. Breathing in. 6, 5. Keep smiling. 4, 3, 2, last one. Come back down halfway. We're going to go for a little crab walk through our heel, so lifting the heel, alternating lift, lower for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay down there and shake it off. Well done, ladies. Let's drop the ball onto the floor. You won't need the ball for a minute. So we're going to come down into a mermaid position and going into a Z sit. So there's 2 ways of doing a mermaid. You can do it with the ball, or you can do it just in the Z sit position. So you've got your shin in front and the other leg behind. Now if that doesn't feel right, I'd probably say to you to do it on the ball, and there you'll go into a kneeling position, and then you'll come into your mermaiding like so. But sometimes I think with the sitting one, you get a little bit more stretch. So let's go with that one for today. Let's push that away. We're going to take a nice big deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to walk our fingers out, sitting up nice and tall, length through the back of the neck, peach under the chin. Breathing in, as we exhale, we're going to walk ourselves out. But thinking that our hand is staying up towards the ceiling rather than collapsing, but a really good postural feeling. You want to reach out through that hip and open those ribs. So breathing in, exhale. So on the next one, breath in, hug the babies in, and then exhale as we walk ourselves up, and then coming to the other side for a little counter stretch. Now this won't feel so easy to come over. Obviously you've got the hips are in a different position. You're going to reach out of that hip again, take a breath in, exhale to come up. So we're going to inhale, exhale, coming up and over, soften the neck and the shoulders. Breathing in, exhale, hug babies, and then coming up. So this is the kind of movement that you want to feel as we're coming forward and back. And you can do 4 or 5, 6 if you want to on each side. So we'll make this the last one for me, but if you want to carry on, then you can. So you just pause the video and then just carry on yourself. So on this last one, stay out there, reach out through the fingertips, take a big breath in, and exhale, reach away from that hip. See if you can open up those ribs, take a big breath in, and exhale. Nice work. Let's change legs. So swapping the legs, getting in a good position, staying nice and tall. Lengthen through the back of the neck, peach under the chin, baby feeling nice and comfortable. Take a breath in, exhale as we come up and over. Feel that reach up towards the ceiling, sinking down, softening through the shoulders, breathing in, and then exhale as we come up. Breathing in and exhale as we go to the other side. So again, this is just about working through each part of your stretch and getting that nice rib release. So a lot of you will find that you will have a baby's foot stuck into your rib. So this can feel actually quite enjoyable because you can encourage that breath around where that foot is stuck just to release. So imagining that the ribs are opening and lifting, and then that baby's foot might just move a little bit to give you some comfort. So on that last one, make sure you're really having that lovely big breath and stretch out from that hip, and just be wary not to let your shoulders come up round by your ears. So we're near the end now. I'm just going to do some breath work to finish. So let's find the ball and grab your dressing gown cord or your TheraBand. Now the reasoning that we're doing a little bit of extra breath work today is because you're at home, and I have said to most of you that are coming to the classes that this is the most important of all the exercises that I'm teaching you, to be honest, because if you can get the breath, really good quality breath through your body, it's going to be your biggest tool for your birthing day. So if all else fails, remember to breathe. And you never know what your day is going to be, like, and every birth is very, very different. So let's sit on the ball. Let's just think about closing your eyes and just feeling that work that you've done through the body, just that energized feeling. So cross the band at the front, get that feedback through the sides of the ribs and through the back of the ribs. So we're going to soften the head, neck and shoulders. We're going to breathe in, and then as we exhale, feel it traveling and releasing out through the pelvic floor. We're going to do up to 8 breaths. So just allow each of your body part just to feel soft, but still feeling that nice postural alignment through your body. So breathing all down to the sides of your ribs, and as you exhale, let it exhale around your baby and out through the pelvic floor. So keep breathing, and I'm just going to add a few little cues for you. So quite often I'll talk about you having a visualization for your birth. For me, it was open and release to allow my baby to arrive. And I think feeling that freedom to choose something that you will resonate with you for your day is really important. So keep breathing, thinking about that visualization. So you can either stop the clip now and keep breathing yourself, or stop the clip and then just continue after. But if you can breathe every day sitting on your ball with your band, that's going to be the best tool you could take from all of my classes. And the fact that your posture work will be so much better for your post-baby recovery. So just to finish, let's just do a little bit of bouncing on the ball, just to engage the pelvic floor, just to feel back that energy that you've just brought through your body from having the short class. So just a little bounce, feeling smiley, happy. That's kind of why I do these bouncing as well. It just brings that energy back into your body. So slowing down, and then you can just do the breathing in, exhale back, and just stretching out through that pelvic floor, feeling that nice openness. And then side to side, allowing that nice length and reach from each side of your hip. And then in that big circling, allowing that ball to enable that lovely stretch around the pelvis. So imagine you're sitting up doing a hula hoop. And you can do this in front of the telly. If this is the only exercise and breath that you do for today, this is a great choice too. And other way around. Good work, ladies. So thanks for joining me. I really hope that this clip is going to help you. You can do this every single day. You can do this every day of the week. There's nothing strenuous. If you want to cut some things out, maybe take the arm workout, but the rest of it is pretty good. And if you need to just choose 2 or 3 things, do your foot release, your glute release, your breath work, and maybe some of the forward, back, side to side are rolling around. But if you're sitting watching the TV on a sofa, just sit on your ball. It's much more comfortable. You get good postural alignment, and you can do a bit of breath work while you're watching the telly. So that's all for me today. I really hope you have a great day and continue getting ready for this special day. Bye for now. Bye.